So Cardano has gone up 389% from the red candle day on the 27th of January, and is currently 300% up with a dip of about 90% from its position in its last all-time high. ADA is in a timely position for purchase, and the volume compression is a direct indicator that the selling pressure has been exhausted. A breakout above $1.34 would confirm that the cryptocurrency is ready to test the all-time high at $1.49, and potentially target $1.70 and even beyond, reaching the much-anticipated $5 mark. Hi everyone, and welcome to Crypto Line, where we entertain and update you on all types of cryptocurrency-related news. I know the big question is, will Cardano continue to struggle at $1.20, or is a big move incoming? In this video, I'm going to be going over something interesting I found in the charts here that I think you guys definitely need to see. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about Cardano and its native token ADA, and we're going to be looking at a realistic price prediction for the market cycle. If you guys like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications by hitting the notification bell. I post interesting and helpful crypto videos every day, so if you're new to this channel, don't forget to check out this page every day for more updates. Just so you guys also know, the media does gatekeep crypto to keep the money flowing into traditional financial institutions. So make sure you leave a like to help more people learn about this crypto and beat the algorithm. And also, don't forget to check out the description section for some useful links, as I'm going to be leaving some every once in a while. Apart from that, thank you guys for stopping by. Let's hop into today's video. Alright, hopping into the chart right away. Hopefully, if you have the patience to watch this video to the end, I'm going to go over to where I think we're at and where I think we're going to go next. We're also going to be going over some fundamental news which you guys need to know, because without the fundamentals, without the technology, you can't put it all together and eventually make those crazy gains. So let's talk about the technicals right here. One thing I would like to point out is the trend line, which is really crazy. We're going to be talking a lot about this trend line today, because it has great significance in forming an expectation of where we can see Cardano go next. As you guys can see, based on the trend line, we have 4 touches. The first time we ever touched this trend line is when we actually formed the trend line in the beginning. We really rejected it, and it took a long time to actually retest those levels again. Okay, so every single time we touch this trend line, we get some kind of rejection. So when we're looking at the situation here, one thing that's very interesting, and it's one thing I think we should pay attention to, if we take a closer look on the second point, labeled B, where the line touches, we can see that we actually got rejected, just as we did back at the start, labeled A. And then we came around, this time with a shorter time span, to test it again. And then we ended up breaking through this trend line. Hence, we're slowly getting more bullish, even though we can notice some bearish diversions. And I do want to point this out to you guys, and this means when the indicators are saying that we're going down, but the price action is really going up, that's a bearish signal. But you know, it doesn't always mean that we're going to hit rock bottom, but it's something that I need to point out to you guys so you have all the information. So before we get into the actual news here, I do want to say this: 70% of ADA has been staked, which means if 70% of everyone who bought in are staked, then 70% of them are very unlikely to sell. Because the whole point of staking is to have those yearly rewards and investments, which means they're more inclined to hodl Cardano on the long term. And this is why we can actually see Cardano sell off a lot less than other cryptocurrencies out there on the market. Alright guys, going deeper into the fundamentals, if you guys thought that the chart was good, then you're about to see something even crazier with the news, which reads major Dubai crypto fund to sell $750 million worth of Bitcoin to buy Cardano and Polkadot. So we're talking about FD7 Ventures here, which is a Dubai-based global crypto investment fund with $1 billion under management, which is absolutely crazy. They just recently announced their interests in Cardano, as they're looking to sell off $750 million worth of their Bitcoin holdings, which is presumably 3/4 of their entire funds under management, to buy some Cardano and Polkadot. According to the crypto investment fund's managing partner, Prakash Chand, Bitcoin's market cap will reach $10 trillion in a few years, with Cardano, Polkadot, and Ethereum not too far behind. Chand, who is the founder of Ask the Doctor, a Bitcoin investor since 2011, and managing partner of billion-dollar global cryptocurrency investment fund FD7 Ventures, believes more people will continue to add cryptocurrency to their portfolio in the next 2 years, raising the market cap of all cryptocurrencies. Adding to that, ADA, DOT, and Ethereum will form the foundation of Web 3.0, which I definitely agree with. I definitely think that the future for these coins specifically is not a zero-sum game, as I think there's enough room for each of these coins to thrive on and benefit equally, even though they mostly serve the same niche within the blockchain industry. And I think that especially Cardano is going to take off, because I think Cardano is going to be one of the leading coins in the smart contract era that we're already going through right now. Looking at this and thinking about the thought process, you could agree with me that this sounds absolutely crazy, like selling Bitcoin is a scary thing to do, because Bitcoin has proven itself to be a very viable asset over the years. And if they're doing this, obviously they have put a lot of research into this. You would never put so much of your money or investors' money on something you're not completely bullish about. So if they're planning on selling their entire holding on Bitcoin to buy ADA and DOT, then I think that's enough reason to make you understand the growth potential of Cardano. So that is a little overview for Cardano. It's a very good trend line that I want to stick to and watch very closely. When we see these corrections at 29% and the other at a little over 30%, and now we're sitting at around 22%, even if you go from the very top there, well, this is 22%, and right now we're saying 19%. We still have a lot more room to grow before we can actually see a turnaround here and test that trend line. Because when we do, that would be one of the greatest indications that Cardano may have one of the greatest crypto runs ever. A lot of cryptocurrencies, when they make this kind of resistance, like those on the charts, they end up getting rejected. They end up doing some sideways action and kind of go on their own path. However, if you're able to flip this former resistance to support, then we're going to see some long-term amazing gain. And patterns show that this is what Cardano is leading up to. So I'm very bullish about this, and this is something that I want to bring to your attention. So all in all, there is a lot of good news we can gather from the chart's trend line from before. Because when you're looking at it, it looks like it's just a matter of time. We might witness one more test, and the next test we should be expecting we might come down and have a little bit of correction there. And the next test we're going to see on the trend line is going to break based off what we've seen in the previous price action. And when this break happens, eventually form a resistance line to be used as support, which could lead us to an absolutely skyrocketing price. You know, we could hit $2 before we even know it. And then we could be zooming right up to $5 at the end of summer very, very quickly. And absolutely see another 300 to 400% increase sooner than when you guys think. Just as a reassurance, the same thing happened to Ethereum. About my Cardano price predictions and where I see this crypto going next, I think $3 to $5 is a very realistic price prediction for Cardano come the end of the summer. We would have to see if we end up flipping this trend line because that would entail a lot more support. We might have to reevaluate our price prediction and actually step it up in that case as well. But here we are again at the end of today's video. Once again, this is cryptocurrency forecasting, so always keep in mind that these predictions are based off of personal opinion, as I'm not an expert trader nor a financial advisor. However, I'm just a cryptocurrency enthusiast just like yourself. So always do your own research and consult your actual financial advisor before you buy into any cryptocurrency we discuss. Once again, this is Crypto Line, where we entertain and update you on all types of cryptocurrency-related news. Don't forget to drop your questions or suggestions in the comment section. We'll do our best to get to each and every one of you. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon, and also hit the like button. Let's see if we can get this video up to 1,000 likes. Good luck and happy investing.